born to those who pledged their lives in sacred honor, was smiled upon by God and freed from chains and iron collar. He is held aloft on unity and by history revered, for preserving peace through strength his wings now reach across 200 years. But for each of those in 1 year more, God has smiled upon the core, from the Barbary coast to the eastern sand, by sword, by gun, or by bare hand. So it's been and shall be weighed, though many are born, few are made. Faithful always they shall remain, dogs to loose when war is waged.
Morning. Sarge here. I was, well, first housekeeping, smoking my Paul's pipes, just badass rusticated poker with the Skull Band, and smoking some 2015 Virginia Perique Flake, so McClellan. And J Mac turned me on to that. It's pretty good. I was trying to show a coworker some video on my furnace, because he was talking about getting something casted, and turns out I never did a finished video. I have some along the way, but never did a finish, so I thought I'd do that this morning since I had it fired up and throwing some aluminum. So some of you saw it. I used my 16.5-inch brake drums off of some trailer. Somebody donated the drums, and I turned them one over the other and filled them with Castellite 26. It's a refractory cement. First I welded some rebar reinforcement inside the drums and cast that. That's on a previous video. If I remember, I'll put the links up. So the Castellite, and then I did pick up a new burner. It's a T-Rex, and I can't remember the guy's name. Can't remember the guy's name, but he builds burners for NASA and big people like that. He was surprised that I only wanted one. But this frickin' burner is awesome. I mean, it works 110% better than mine did. I'm still building another one, a side draft, but this thing just rocks. The flare is perfect. It breathes so well. It was easy to set up. It breathes really well. I get a cold crucible up to melt in maybe 12 minutes at 11 pounds propane. And brass, I believe I was running that at like I think it was running almost like 13.5 pounds. It didn't take much longer, maybe 15-20 minutes to get it up to melt. And I'm using just scrap fittings, probably a lot of 360 brass. A lot of stuff with it's got a lot of lead and not nickel. Soft material. It drops out and it hangs out in the bottom and it's nasty. I try to stick with mostly bronzes that I'm aware of. But I'll take you out and show you the furnace. This is the furnace. Like I said, 16 and a half inch brake drums. Just put on a stand, some wheels so I can move it around. That's the lid. And it just tilts up, and I got to figure. I've just got it blocked up right now, but I got to figure out a lock. Still, always working on it. There's the flare for the burner. See, I had a little drip in there just now. Yeah, I got a 2-inch breather hole. There's also a 2-inch in the bottom for drips. This is a T-Rex burner with a slide gate. It uses an actual, you can't see it. It uses a MIG welding tip. That's I don't know which size it is. I'd have to look. Yeah, hook it up to propane on an old gas regulator. But you got to get the pressure up. I think if your normal barbecue is regulated to 5 pounds, non-adjustable. So, and like I said, I got to get up to 10, 11 pounds, sometimes 14 or so. So we got is the refractory all in there, and then once it was dried and cured, I had a couple fires in it. I coated it with a UV reflective coating, also from the guy that I got the burner from, and that puts all the UV back into the chamber. Well, it's relative, I guess. Seems to work really well though. And I had poured a couple casts this morning. I'll show you what those are looking like. These are the items I cast this morning. Some might recognize that. A little more cleanup to do, but came out alright. And then this here will be a shift peg. It's a 50 cal. I fill it with aluminum and then face it and tap it for whatever, depending on what you're riding. So that's what I did this morning. This is a crucible I'm using right now for aluminum. It's actually stainless steel, just fabricated from a piece of square stock. That's until I can get the funds up for a real crucible. And then I have to make a new set of tools to pick that crucible up. Right now I just use hooks that I made up, and my tongs, my drossing shovel, degas, stirring stick. I get I get my degasser and drossing flux from Budget Casting, and they're local. They're only about an hour and a half, 2 hours from here. So local small business, and they got whatever I need. So that's where I get it. I'll put all these links in the bucket. Got the furnace going for one more pour today. I don't know if you'll be able to see the fire. So that's pretty much it. If you got any questions, comments, appreciate everything. Appreciate you watching. I'm showing anybody how to do this. There's too many other guys out there that have been doing it longer than I have. You should look up Tubal Cain and My Ford Boy. Those are the two guys I watch the most. Well, Tubal Cain's more machining, but he does do some casting. And he used to be a teacher, so he's pretty good at explaining what's going on. And My Ford Boy, he didn't say a damn thing, but he just shows you. All you gotta do is follow along. So I'll put these links down below too in the bucket. So, again, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Got any questions or comments, just put them in here and I'll try to get back to you. Stay frosty.